If you think you know what hell looks like, you've never been to Rikers Island. Before we dive into the darkness, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and comment below if you've ever heard stories about this place.
This badge represents
because what you're about to
everything I
hear
stand for,
will haunt
but at
you.
what cost?
Let's go. The East River churns cold and gray under the shadow of New York City's skyline. But the island sitting in its waters isn't part of the postcard version of America. Rikers Island Correctional Facility, a sprawling complex of 10 jails holding over 7,000 inmates, is a place where hope goes to die. It's a place where the rules of civilization don't apply. And in the winter of 2019, it became the stage for one of the most brutal and twisted cases the NYPD had ever investigated. Detective Sarah Mendez stood at the edge of the intake area, watching as correction officers processed a new batch of inmates. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, casting everything in a sickly yellow glow. She had been a detective for 12 years, but this was her first deep dive into Rikers. The Department of Corrections had called her in after something impossible happened. Something that shouldn't happen in a place with cameras, guards, and locked doors every 20 feet. 3 inmates were dead. Not from a riot, not from a fight. They were found in their cells over the course of 2 weeks, each one positioned the same way, sitting upright on their bunks, eyes open, hands folded in their laps. No visible wounds, no signs of struggle. The medical examiner ruled them as homicides, but couldn't determine the cause of death. It was as if someone had simply turned them off. The first victim was Marcus Webb, a 32-year-old awaiting trial for armed robbery. He was found on a Tuesday morning during head count. The officer who discovered him said Marcus looked peaceful, like he was meditating. But his eyes, those eyes told a different story. Wide open, pupils blown, staring at nothing. The terror frozen on his face suggested his last moments were anything but peaceful. The second victim was Kevin Torres, 24, in for assault. Found the same way 5 days later. Different housing unit, different cell block, but identical positioning. The correction officers started whispering. Some said it was a curse. Others said it was a hit orchestrated from the outside. But Detective Mendez didn't believe in curses, and hired killers don't leave bodies sitting pretty with no trace evidence.